Yes, Radhika.
Thank you so much. I really need it. But still, wish you luck as well. You don't need it, but I need it. So, yeah, we are ready. Yeah, let's go live.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. And we are live. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? Okay, Vishal says hi. Hi, Vishal. Hi, Faisal. Hi, Shubham. Very good evening to all of you. And I hope you are doing good and you're doing amazing. We are truly excited for our today's live, and I hope you are equally excited for our live too. Okay, Molly says hi, Bhola, hello, everybody. Okay, so as it's now a part of our ritual, every Sunday sharp at 7, we come live with one of our tutors to help you level up your spoken English. So today with us, we have Ms. Radhika Bansal. Hi, Ms. Radhika.
Hi, Shruti. How are you doing?
I am exceptionally well. I hope you're good too. And we are
Yes,
looking
I
forward to our today's live. You're doing good?
absolutely I am. I am. In fact, I'll say I'm all geared up for the session today. I'm looking forward for it.
Okay, amazing. We can see a lot of people joining us. Thank you so much. I think whenever we come live and we see you people super active in the chat, it brings us intense motivation and we feel that yes, we need to give them something or the other that can help them. So today, as we have Ms. Radhika Bansal, so to all those who don't know, Ms. Radhika is one of our tutors with over 5+ years of experience. She is a TEFL certified trainer. And today, as the topic suggests, most important idioms and phrases, as she is known for her exceptional spoken English skills, I'm sure she's going to help our learners improve their spoken English. Right,
Absolutely.
everybody? Okay, so first of all, a small. Okay, Prabhat says hi. Hi, everybody. Today we have many exciting news for you. First of all, throughout this live session, whosoever will remain active, and as we have few activities as always, at least top 5 students will get a chance to book their free session with me or any of their favorite tutors at EnglishYaari. So make sure you stay tuned till the end. What do you have to say about it, Ms. Radhika? Do you think it's going to be super fun today?
It's gonna be super fun, and the way you said that they will be connecting with us, so I'm looking forward for that connect as well. I'm looking forward for a great value addition session for all of them.
Okay, great. So, without any further ado, let's deep dive into today's topic, which says importance of idioms and phrases in life. Ms. Radhika, as a tutor myself, or whenever I come across learners, we often tell them that, hey, you should incorporate idioms and phrases in your life. But they have one common question that, ma'am, I know idioms are important, but how should I incorporate? So today I would like you to tell our learners how can they sound smart by adding idioms and phrases in their expressions.
Shruti, I think that's a very well asked question because just like we put jewelry, ornaments, in the same way, when we use idioms and phrases in our day to day conversation, they are like ornaments, they beautify our language. So we should definitely use them, no doubt. But on the same side, there is a sad story. I have seen people cramming idioms and phrases like anything. And I think that's not the correct way how we should go about. I believe the best way, and that I will suggest to my learners also, I suggest to my learners as well, that is always connect it to a context. Always connect an idiom or phrase to a situation. Because when there is a connect, we are able to retain it, recollect, and of course, use it. So, according to me, connect it to the context, and then you will be much more naturally using it. So, that will be my recommendation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. I have one counter question to this, Ms. Radhika. Often we say learn or understand the meaning, but when it comes to idioms, we cannot go by their literal meanings because
True.
they can be hilarious, and whatsoever you predict would be completely opposite than the literal meaning. So,
Yes.
how do you remember idioms and phrases?
Oh, that's a very nice question. I agree. First of all, one mistake that we should never do is that we should never go by literal meanings. We need to understand they are metaphorical in nature. For example, if I say anyone break a leg, please don't take it literal. Okay, that's gonna create a lot of mess. So never do that. Everyone over here, never do that.
True.
Yes, but for example, we are coming across any idiom or phrase, and now I am coming across a situation. I should connect the same. For example, I have an idiom with me. You are in the cockpit. That doesn't mean that I am a pilot. Okay, so when you
Yes.
are in a situation when you have to take a decision, so you can definitely remember it that way that yes, that is one particular situation where I can use this particular idiom. So in this way, I was talking about that maintain a connect between the idiom and the context, and that's how we can use them and learn them. That's
Okay, very important point. Don't go by idioms with their literal meaning, or you don't translate them. I remember as a child in our schools, whenever a teacher used to say that, "Hey, it's raining cats and dog," one of the common idioms, and we used to feel, what's actually happening? Why can't we say it's just raining heavily? So it happens. What about you? Have you met or come across any learners in your teaching journey where they get confused when it comes to idioms and phrases?
Yes, exactly, exactly. There are many such situations. For example, that there was one of my learners who got placed in one of the companies, and I said, "Wow, you got a plum job," and he was like, "No, I'm not going to sell plums. What are you even talking about, ma'am?" So I said, "No, I'm not trying to tell you that. I'm telling you that you have got a good job. So congratulations for that." So never take it backwards.
Oh,
Literally.
yes, of course. True. And here we have our first question. Sachin says that I'm over the moon. Is this idiom or a phrase? Okay, how would you suggest, Sachin?
Yes. So, Sachin, just imagine yourself. Are you sitting in a spaceship and going on a moon and then sitting on it? Of course not. So, please make sure that you understand the difference between the two. As we were discussing earlier, also, phrases can be understood in the literal meaning. That's not a problem. But when it comes to idioms, of course, they are representing an idiomatic or a metaphorical idea. So you need to understand what it means, but do not go word by word meaning of the same. So this is definitely an idiom, not a phrase. So please be careful.
Uh-huh. Yes, I hope this answers your question, Sachin. And to all those who have joined us, see, a live session is all about you. It's all about your doubts, your queries. Feel free to put your doubts. Today, Miss Radhika is here to troubleshoot all your doubts, and definitely she's going to give you surefire ways to improve your spoken English. So, throughout this live session, ask your doubts, and we'll keep it one after the other, and let's see how it goes. Okay, here when it comes to me myself, I feel that we often tell our learners use idioms, use phrases because it helps you sound cool. But somewhere, whenever we are introducing idioms and phrases, we should not just use it extensively. Otherwise, in every 2 second line, you are using an idiom just to sound cute, important. But I want to know from you as a tutor that how often someone should use idioms, or can we use idioms in formal setups as well?
Okay. So, first of all, we need to understand that we are not poets. So, that means every second line, if we are using idiom or phrase, that will actually make the entire conversation quite messy. So, we should not go for that. Once in a while, it's good. And I think I'm getting a perfect word to mention here, and that's a tarka. Just like a tempering, we should be using an idiom and phrase so that we are in a
Yes.
conversation, we are talking, and all of a sudden, something pops up, and this is how it should be. I cannot specifically mention that do it after 5 lines, do it after 10 lines, but you need to understand that when this particular idiom can summarize every single thing on the table and that we are describing, so please make sure that it is acting like a tempering, and once in a while you should definitely use the same.
Yes, and as they say, excess of everything is bad. So
True.
don't say every time, especially when you are in meetings. And I think we have a similar question from Shubham. Shubham says, "Is it okay to use idioms in our office and meetings?" What do you have to say, Miss Radhika?
Shubham, that's a great question that you have asked me. And like many people, of course, there are chances that may take it by the literal meaning, and that can lead to misunderstanding. So, in case of office setup, when you are doing any sort of a presentation, when you are in a meeting, please do not use idioms and phrases. There are two reasons that
Yes.
why we suggest that and why I'm also saying the same. The very first reason is the person whom you are telling may not be aware of the idiom that you are talking. So that can create
Yes.
misunderstanding. And on the same side, by mistake, if that person takes it by literal meaning, you can't even imagine that what can happen. So please make sure that when you are in a formal setup, you are using simple sentences, clear, understandable words, and avoid using these idioms and phrases. That's not a good idea for a formal setup. For a casual setup, it's all good. We should definitely go ahead with it.
True, and I personally enjoy using them. And as you
True.
said clearly, especially in professional setup, what if your boss is saying you for an important project or you lost one deal? So you cannot just say, "Hey boss, we should not cry over spilled milk."
Oh
You'll
my
get
God.
the rejection letter,
Exactly.
termination letter on the next day. Hmm.
True.
Okay. Miss Neha has asked a really important question. I think we should understand this. She says that, "Ma'am, how to add idioms naturally in our conversation?" And this is my question to you as well. Ms. Radhika, I've seen people whenever they introduce any idiom or they try to use in their sentence, they make the other person feel, "Hey, I'm using this idiom." Right? They emphasize on the idiom. Uh, every day is not a good day, or once in a blue moon I do this. So how can they sound natural whenever they are introducing idioms in their sessions?
Okay. Yeah, that's also quite a thing because they are endless. So we can't really know each and everything. And as Neha asked that how can I use it naturally, then of course there are certain favorites that we have. And there are certain situations that we come across quite often. So maybe there can be some favorites of ours. And when we are using them, we should just do not change our pitch or intonation. We should just go by the
Very
flow.
important.
That is very
Yeah.
important. Otherwise, it feels, oh my God, it's time to emphasize on something. So we shouldn't do that.
Yes.
Rather, the pitch that at which we are speaking, we should just go ahead with that. Neha, just try it out, and you will sound absolutely natural while you are using either an idiom or a phrase. So yeah, that's
Beautiful. Yes. And a very important point, keep a note of it. As you said, intonation, they raise their voice or sometimes they put a lot of stress. Hey, I'm using the idiom. Look at it. So it's better. It should come naturally to you. Okay. Now that we're talking a lot about idioms and phrases, I want to know from you, Miss Radhika, what are your go to phrases or idioms that you use quite often?
okay, so I would love to share. Just like you, I also love to use idioms and phrases. So the list is very long, but I'll keep it short. I'll just tell two or three. So the one most commonly used thing is beating around the bush. This is one thing that I use quite often. You must have heard me saying that once in a while in our meets. Yes, because I like to keep it cut to point conversation. So I tell people, hey, please don't beat around the bush. Let's come to the point. So that's how I often use it. Now, the second, my all time favorite, and it's like a motivation also for me, and that is out of sight, out of light. Till the time the spotlight is on us, we are worth it, we are considered. So I make sure that yes, whosoever it is, we should ensure that spotlight is there on us. So I keep telling myself that Radhika, you need to be like that. So this is my also another go-to idiom. Apart from that, as
Wow.
I'm a teacher, I keep motivating my students and I just tell them, you're worth it. You're worth it. You can do
Uh,
it. You're worth it. I
yes.
really love
It's
this and it is very natural. You can use it. And so I use it often whenever I want to appreciate them, I want to push them, or I want to make them realize their true potential. So this is how I use this one. I really like it.
okay. Wow.
And
So,
these are the
go
ones
ahead. Go
that
ahead.
are my always go to idioms.
Okay, great. So Himachali tutor Miss Neha says, which is your favorite, Shruti ma'am? I have a lot. Again, it depends the kind of mood you have. Accordingly, you tweak in. And one of mine is, I'm fresh as Daisy. You know, sometimes people ask you that, how are you? So I always say, I'm fresh as Daisy. The flowers, and then especially idioms related to food are my favorite because I am a foodie. So I'll say, hey, be cool as cucumber. So it depends when and where you use it. Okay, so Ms. Radhika, as you said, some of the idioms can be used in your daily conversations or as the motivation, especially when you are trying to boost your colleagues' morale. That time you can use it, but not in professional meetings where things are super serious.
Hmm,
Am I
true.
right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We need to be very careful with respect to the setup that into which we are. That is very important, and accordingly, we should choose our words, may it be idioms, phrases, or general words. Also, we should be very considerate about the environment and the setup we are in. So that's important.
Okay, Naval says, ma'am, if someone asks me, how are you? What kind of idiom and phrase should I use? Okay, I've given one already, isn't it? You can say, I am fresh as daisy, or you can say, I'm in a blue, sometimes when you are not in a good mood, isn't it? Is there
Yes,
any other you can think of, Miss Radhika?
yes, yes, of course. One quite a funny one. We can use it with our friends only, and that is "I'm an awesome sauce." When we are very
Oh,
excited, very happy, so I'm an awesome sauce. That's a very nice way of saying how are you. But yeah, please make sure only in the casual environment.
yes, Maya says it wasn't a cake walk frame. Okay, she's trying to say for me. Yes, okay. Cake walk, absolutely. These are also favorite idioms of ours.
Hmm.
Especially, you can use it. They're easy and you can adapt them and understand. Okay, so now as we said, you in yes, are you able to hear me, Ms. Radhika?
Yes, yes, I can hear you
Oh,
very well. No worries.
great. So, as we discussed, now we have some fun activities with you. Whosoever is going to give right answers or is going to show us activity, let's see if you can make out to our today's winners list. And whosoever will be right with their answers will get a chance to have a session with me or with Miss Radhika or any other tutors of their choice. So, are we ready with the activity, Miss Radhika?
Absolutely, we are all set. I hope that our learners are also ready. So I hope that you all can share a thumbs up in the comment box so that we come to know that we
Yes.
are all set to get started. Let's show some Josh.
Yes, absolutely. And brace yourself because this activity is going to help you a lot in your daily life.
That's true.
Okay, great. So now, as we always say that initially Miss Radhika said you should understand the context of speech and where I can introduce the idiom. So now we are going to give you a few basic sentences and you have to tell us how we can switch those sentences by using appropriate idiom on that place. Are we ready, Miss Radhika? Would you like
Yes,
to
yes,
share our very first idiom?
yes, I am ready, and here we go. So, learners, the first sentence that I have for you is I rarely visit a theater. That's a normal way of saying how you can make it idiomatic. That's what the
Hmm.
task is. I
Yes.
rarely visit a theater. That's the sentence. Please try it out.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, this one is easy, guys. I'm expecting that people are going to give a lot of response. Let's see.
Okay,
Okay,
waiting
people
for
are
the
giving a lot of
responses.
thumbs up. Yes, let's see how they explain themselves. There can be many ways, and I think let's wait for them and understand what they have to say. Okay, so here I can see people responding and they're giving thumbs up to us that they are excited. Let's see how things work. Okay,
I think
so Miss
somebody
Neha
got it
says,
right.
yes, somebody
Great.
got it. Once in a blue moon.
True.
All right. Learn English with Rakesh says, I visit theater once in a blue moon. Yes, once in, oh my goodness, they all are right. We got
Yes,
super serious learners and they are filled with energy and enthusiasm. Once in a
that's true.
blue moon, Sachin says, please, ma'am, please, quick activity. Okay, yes, we are here with the activity. Rarely visit theater. Rarely visit theater, Shubham, is, I think, what ma'am just said. We want you to switch it with an idiom.
Correct.
Okay.
And in fact, I would like to appreciate a few learners really, really specifically the reason being you made full sentences. And this is
Oh,
also a very important thing that you are not just giving that one word answer. We are we are learning language. So make sure that you are making full sentences. So kudos to all those who got it right. And wow, beautiful, beautiful participation. I'm truly loving it. Great.
yes. Okay. Maya says once in a blue moon. Absolutely. You all are right. I don't think anyone has given wrong answers. So you have to show this activity throughout. You have to be super active and ready with your chat box so that we keep on receiving your comments. Okay. Here I am ready with my second sentence. And let's see. Miss Radhika, now I want to level up. Let's see if they can understand or catch what I'm trying to say.
True.
Okay, so
That's fine.
sometimes it happens that you try your hand in multiple things. So, for example, I'll give you a situation, everyone. Let's suppose I sit for two interviews and I got shortlisted for both of them. Now I'm confused. I'm in a dilemma which one I should choose. So, whenever you're confused or you're in dilemma, which idiom can you use? Do you think, Miss Radhika, they are going to guess it right?
I think they are quite passionate about learning English. They will get it right. They are gonna nail it. That's what I feel. Waiting for the responses.
Okay, yes, even I am eagerly waiting. Let's see. I tried complexing it a bit. Okay. Hmm. Meanwhile, we can take a question. Official Yogesh Tiwari says how to speak if someone give us that speak particular topic. Okay, means he's trying to ask you that what to do if someone gives you topic on spot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Yes.
like an extempore. Oh, Yogesh, that's very simple. Let me tell you just a three step structure and you will be good to go. For example, the moment you get any topic, do not panic because this is the first thing that happens. So just calm your nerves. Just think that how you can define that topic. So the first step is that you define that topic in your words. The second step is explain that topic a little bit with respect to advantages, disadvantages, any experience that you have with respect to that particular topic. And lastly, you can just give a conclusion statement telling that what all you told above or before this. So, in this three-step method, that is intro, the body with respect to your experience and advantages and disadvantages, and then a concluding note. So, in this way, if you keep this three-step structure in your mind, you can definitely talk about any topic very, very easily. Just try this out.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. And I hope, Yogesh, this answers your question. But just to add a flair of it, all you need is to practice this three-step approach, and it's going to be easy. It's going to be a piece of cake for you. Right. Okay, now we got a lot of
Yes.
answers. Would you like to acknowledge some,
Of
Miss
course, I
Radhika?
can see, yeah, I can see a few of them are definitely getting it right. Like Neha said that I'm in a pickle, and Baban is, and Moli is saying I'm in fog. So, yes, Neha, you got it right. I'm in a pickle. Uh, Yes, Mohammed Asghar Khan, you said that I'm in a
I'm
cockpit.
in
Okay,
cockpit.
cockpit. Okay, you can use it. That's not a problem, but cockpit is a little decisive situation. And the situation that Miss Shruti mentioned, that's where you are confused. So make sure that you use it a little bit more carefully.
Yes, but I'm really happy that they got the drill. I thought it would be a little complicated, but okay, that's a good one. All right, now I want you to add one more because the kind of response we are getting, it's just crazy. So, one
Yes.
more from your end. Can you introduce any other?
Absolutely. And now I want to take it one notch up in terms of difficulty. So let's take it there. I have one
Okay.
for all of you, and that is it doesn't happen with me, by the way, but still I'm saying, oh, I'm sorry. What was I saying? So that's the situation, people. Many times it
Hmm.
happens that we are in the flow of speech and we forget that, oh, what we were talking. So in that situation, how can you say, or what idiom can you use here? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot what I was saying.
Hmm. Yes. So everybody, when you zone out for a while and then you have to catch hold what was happening in the meeting, that's when you said, "What did she say? Sorry, I didn't catch that." So what can be idiomatic phrase for that? Okay. Uh, okay. So today we got one comment from you. She says, Gauri Bansal says, "Wow, Radhika ma'am, great knowledge you're giving." Okay, people are liking it, Miss Radhika.
That's great.
By the time we can take okay, Himashali tutor says I am on the fence. When yes, of course, sitting on a fence can also be a great answer for what we said when you're confused between two choices, isn't
Hmm,
it?
yes, of course, it can be. Very well said.
Okay. Oh my god, she got it again. So
Yes,
today Miss Neha is super active. She says I lost my train of thoughts.
yes.
What can be other ways? Can you think of people? And then we'll think of and we'll start with something else. Okay, great. I'm loving it. You know, you thought that you will create little tricky situation for them, but see, they're nailing it,
That's what I
isn't
said,
it?
that I'm sure that they're going to nail it. No matter how much we are taking the level up, they are able to manage, which is nice.
Hmm. Learn English with Rakesh says, sorry, I could not catch you. Could you come again? What do you have to say about this?
Yes, that's a good way, but a little long way, but there is no problem in using it. Definitely, you can use the same, but try to keep it crisp so that it beautifies the language in lesser number of words, because that's why we
Yes.
use idioms and phrases. Yeah.
Absolutely. And as the activity suggests, we will give you sentences and you have to give us idioms. So we are expecting you to give answers in idioms, but there's nothing wrong. It's rather a professional way of saying it.
Hmm.
Right? Okay. I can't catch the ball. Molly says, I can't catch the ball. Then Sneha says, I lost the thread.
Yes,
Can you repeat?
yes, of course.
Okay.
And Sachin said, "Can I repeat?" I think you wanted to say, "Can you repeat?" That's what I think you wanted to
Yes.
say.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Shubham says, sorry, I missed the bot. Okay. Good one. People are trying, they're putting their efforts.
Yes.
Okay. In dilemma, or Gauri says, pardon.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. What else can they say? And what is the right answer? Let's hear from you, Miss Radhika. What's the right answer of the situation?
Yes, one of our learners already got it correct. The correct answer can be, because there can be multiple correct answers, but I would like to share, I lost the train of my thoughts.
Yes, absolutely. And when you say miss the bot, why this is not right? Because here we are not missing any opportunity. When you miss any opportunity or you miss something out, then you say, I missed the bot. Otherwise, for this situation, this would not go right, isn't it?
Yes, true.
Okay. And here Arshman says in dilemma. What do you have to say about it?
More
Can we
looks like
use
a
in
word.
dilemma?
Yeah, we can. Definitely we can. No doubt in that. But yes, more looks like a word, that because dilemma, I'm in a dilemma. It's more like a word, not giving quite an idiom feel. So that is what it is. But otherwise, with respect to the situation, the last sentence, for last sentence, it's not going to work. But yeah, it can work for the second situation, that I'm in a dilemma, that which offer letter should I accept. So for the second one, it's going to work.
Okay, and so far I must say they've been Miss Neha, Rakesh, then Molly, Sachin, Shubham. They have been quite active. So, to all those who are not typing down, I would ask you to write it down because today we have brought this amazing opportunity for you. You are going to get a free session if you get these answers right. So, show your availability, show your activeness here in the chat box, and let's see if we can have a meeting with you in our 101 session. What do you say, Miss Radhika? Are you excited to meet them?
Yes, I am excited to meet them. I just mentioned in the beginning, it's a great chance for them also, and a great chance for us also, that we can help them. So you are always welcomed.
Okay. And do you think it's the right time to incorporate or introduce our next activity as well?
I think, yes, the warm up is done. So now let's go ahead and proceed towards the actual rule. Why not? Let's go for it.
Yes. Okay. And as you say that we have to level up continuously. So now what we are going to do is earlier we gave you sentences and made it easy for you to predict what is going to be the idiom. Now we are going to introduce the idiom and you have to explain the literal meaning of it. Are we all ready in the chat box? Okay, great. So, would you like to introduce our first idiom, Ms. Radhika?
Yes, absolutely. So, everyone, here is the very first idiom, and it is apple of one's eye. You need to explain it in your own words. I repeat, apple of one's eye.
Okay, all right. Is there any hint? Would you like to give any hint to them, or no? You want them to guess directly?
I want them to try it out because I think this is manageable.
Okay, great. So, Miss Radhika is having a lot of expectations from you. Make sure without going on Google, you give the right answers to us here. Right? Okay, yes. Um, Faisal says, I can't understand. Can you back? Okay, to what the answer you asked, actually, he said, "Can you explain me? Okay, I can you be back? Do you think it's a right way? Can we say someone? Can you be back in if in case you missed anything? Is it a right
Ah,
way?
no, this is not the right way. It doesn't sound good. We can't use that way. In fact, you can humbly say that, can you please repeat? Would you mind repeating? That's a little better way, but can you back? That's not sounding fine.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and now people have started giving their answers.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Learn English with Rakesh says a person who's very near and dear.
Hmm.
Neha says, okay, she has given us a sentence. Very good. My son is the apple of my eye. Amazing. So, to all those who know the meaning, and as Miss Radhika said, that you should also write the full sentence. This will help you improve your spoken English. Write down the full sentence. Take your time. We are not going anywhere. And let's see. Can you acknowledge few of the comments, Miss Radhika?
Absolutely. I can see that, yes, many of the people have started giving it someone who's very adored. Gauri is saying very dear to someone. So, yes, all these answers are correct. You people are getting it right. It will be great. Rather, I'll suggest you if you can make a sentence also, as you were talking about the context. So, if you can use this in a context and help us with full sentences, that will be great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes, exactly.
Muli, I really liked it. You just said it the other way around. My
Oh,
mother is the apple of one's eye. Wow, my eye.
wow.
That's nice. That's great.
Beautiful, beautiful. Nice. We love when you put a lot of efforts because that's how we all learn English. And especially when it
True.
comes to idioms and phrases, it's not that difficult to introduce them in your language. You can pick it
True.
up easily.
Yes.
Okay, so now that you have introduced your ones, okay, MD Asghar Khan says, dearest one. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Okay, here comes my idiom, and the idiom is full of beans. Let's see if they can get. As I said, I am a foodie. I'm going to give you idioms related to food, related to veggies. So the idiom for you is full of beans. Let's see if you're able to guess it right. Mhm. Meanwhile, I have a question from you, Ms. Radhika.
Hmm.
Sometimes we tell our learners that don't add complexity in your language. Sometimes you introduce typical idioms, and when you are speaking with someone, they may not understand what you're trying to say.
Yes, that's true.
So,
Hmm.
mhm. So I want to know from you, as we tell them on one hand that use idioms and phrases, on the other hand we tell them use simple language terms, how to go about it? What is the middle way around?
Yes. So here we need to understand that is it the right spot to use it? Because as I said, we do not have to be poets. It is just that we have to use them in such a way that it is adding or it is adding on to the entire thing that we are trying to say. Maybe we can make long sentences and explain our thought, but idioms and phrases, just with a few words, we are trying to put the entire thing forward in a much crisp manner. So we should definitely not overdo that, but we should keep using it once in a while so that it adds on to the beauty. So this is how it should be used.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and meanwhile, we are getting the answers.
Yes.
Uh, Ashman says excited, Neha says energetic, Gauri saying enthusiastic, Sachin says fabulous, okay. And then, oh, wow, Ms. Radhika, I must say, people are taking you super seriously now. They're giving full sentences. Can you acknowledge some of them?
Yes, absolutely. I can see official Yogesh Tiwari says, our teacher, apple of my eye, who give us fantastic way to enhance language. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so here Mooli says her own emotions right now. Right now, I am full of beans. Same here, Mooli. I
Oh,
also am. Thank
yes.
you.
We are full of beans. Every Sunday, the kind of love you people show, it's just commendable. Okay, Ashram says thrilled. Then people say spill the beans. Okay, full of beans. They are connecting it with spill the beans. That's
Spill the
also a
beans.
great idea of learning
Yes.
any idiom. You can relate what kind of idioms are there. Spill the
Hmm,
beans is somewhat different, but full of beans is all about energy. It's all about enthusiasm, and people are getting it right.
that's true.
Okay. And I think it's right time for you to give the third and final idiom to them. Let's see if they can guess it. And
Okay,
now I
so
have
the
a short request from you, Miss Radhika. Keep
yes.
it typical this time. They're able to get it
Okay.
easily. Level up.
Okay. Yes, we need to. And the last one from my side is go bananas. I love bananas, so go bananas. Now, I don't know how you understand that. That's your job, not mine. Go bananas. Come on, people, let's try it out.
Okay, say I just told you to keep it little level high, but now you've given another complexity to them. Good one. Okay. And this reminded me of a small story. I won't call it even a story, a small incident. I was once entering in the staff room and I thought, okay, I did pretty well in one of my competitions. And my teacher said that, Shruti, I feel you're a cupcake. And as I had a sweet tooth, so I was super happy. Okay, even she knows that I love cupcakes, and she feels I'm a cupcake. But later on, got to know, okay, it's also a phrase, idiomatic phrase, and we should not go by their literal meanings.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, I can see so many comments flooding over here. It says insane, crazy. Gauri says goes crazy. Asghar Khan, people love. Okay, you are replying for the other one. Okay. Arshman, crazy. Nuts, insane. Okay, so Neha says my boss went bananas when I asked for an off. It's a good one, quite relatable. Nice.
Yes, good one. See, they are giving the great ideas to us.
Yes.
Okay, Jyoti says, I took the subscription for Shruti ma'am, but haven't got the opportunity to have the session with us. I think, Miss Jyoti, God has heard you right, and we are there to provide you. As I said, that whosoever will show the activity throughout, we are going to give them 5 sessions, means 5 winners will get one individual session with any of their tutors whatsoever they want to have. So we'll have a session, don't worry. Okay. Learn English with Rakesh says to become extremely angry.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to reveal the secret? Would you like the cat to be out of the bag now, Miss Radhika?
Exactly, I do. And actually, our learners got both the meanings that actually stands true for this idiom. One can be that when we are extremely angry, of course, that can be one place where we can use go bananas. And the another one can be when we are super excited, when we are happy, crazy. For example, let me give you a sentence around it so that you can relate. The moment Sonu Nigam stepped on the stage, the audience went bananas. I think that explains
Hmm.
the point, isn't it? So
Yes.
everybody is going to understand now.
Superb. Sometimes it's easy to understand the meaning of the idiom through sentences,
True, it
right?
does.
Okay. Molly says, I am go bananas. We'll not say am. I go bananas when I talk with my friends. Okay, you got great friends, Molly. Now I envy you. That's superb. MD Akzar says, furious.
Hmm.
Okay, perfect. Great. See, the idea of introducing the activity is just to tell you that it's easy, it's fun if you learn English with a right partner. Isn't it, Miss Radhika?
I really can't emphasize on this anymore. It's very, very important that we have a correct partner with whom we can practice and we can improve together. That's very, very important.
Absolutely. And same is the legacy behind every session that we deliver at EnglishYaari. We want to make sure that whatsoever you want to learn, you learn in fun and engaging ways. That's why your tutors are here. Tutors like Ms. Radhika and many other are there to put their extra effort, to put their best feet forward so that you receive the great content and you learn this language in a fun and exciting way. Because English is not actually the way you learn a subject. It's a language filled with fun and enthusiasm. So as we did activity, and I hope you learn idioms like what does apple of one's eye mean, then go bananas, full of beans, and then we also give you some situational ways where you can introduce yourself or where you can express through idiomatic expressions. Okay, so here we have a small comment for you. This is when tutor Shruti and Radhika come together, the learner went bananas. Okay, so sweet,
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
I think now is the time where we tell the results to our learners. Right. So, as we said, that there are going to be top 5 learners who will be the winners for this live. So, would you like to name any?
Yes, of
Who
course.
was?
There were a few names that were quite consistent. So the first name that I would like to mention is Learn English with Rakesh. Definitely, he was participative throughout. So Learn English with Rakesh will be the first one. You can go with the second one, please.
Okay, second one I would like to give to Shubham because it's not just about giving right answers, it's also about trying. So he was there to try every time whenever we introduce. So Shubham, one you are getting, of course, you will be getting free session. So now what you have to do to all those whom we are giving shout out now, there will pin one comment in the chat box. You just have to simply write yes on this number, and our team will get in touch with you to deliver the first free session for you. So as first one was from Miss Radhika, she said One name, and now we said the second one is going to be Shubham. Third one, okay. Shall we go with Sachin? You
Yes,
think
of
so?
course. Absolutely. We should. I think Sachin. Yeah.
Okay, third one is Sachin. Give us the fourth name. I think now people are just there to brace themselves. Are we getting my their names or not? Can you think
True.
of next one? Whom should we give?
Yeah, of course. I think Moli Khatun should be the next one who should definitely be getting it. She was very participative throughout.
Hmm. Yes, and Miss Neha has been a part of our family, so you can have session whenever you want, Miss Neha. That's why I will not ask you for this one. But yes, here comes the last one, Miss Jyoti Yadav. She said that she would like to have a session, so of course we are there for you. Here we have our top five enthusiastic learners. They were full of beans throughout the session, right from the start till now, and we are privileged to have you by our sides, isn't it, Miss Radhika?
We truly are. And if we were able to help you and there was a value addition from our side, that means our job is done. And the sort of excitement that you all showed that took this entire session to another level. So thank you so very much for all the participation and for showing up on Sunday evening. Thank you so much.
Yes, and we have the winners for today. I'm repeating once again. It's going to be Rakesh, second Shubham, third Sachin, fourth Moli, and fifth Jyoti Yadav. So all of you, first of all, congratulations, heartiest congratulations, because you were there throughout with us. That's why it's a small appreciation or a small reward from Team English Yaari. I hope you use it to the best core and get your doubts clear. Okay, with this, I hope you enjoyed our today's live. Every live, we come together to make you feel that, hey, English is super easy. Don't go by the typical rules. You can learn with fun, you can learn with buddies, tutors like Miss Radhika and others are here to help you. We hope you enjoyed our today's live. I hope you enjoyed Miss Radhika as a
Hi.
guest with us.
Yes, I truly enjoyed it. It was a great session, and activities were my favorite part of it. I truly loved the way they were participating. It was great. It was nice.
Yes. So thank you once again for joining. And to all those who were not able to make out to the winner list, please don't lose hopes. Even next time we'll come and we'll keep on giving you goodies and rewards because English Eye is always filled with rewards and awards. So just be with us for the next live. And also you can type down what should be the topic of our next live session. Yes. So, with this hope that we'll meet next time, we leave you. Try to sync whatsoever Miss Radhika has given us today, the tips and tricks, the right context, and right way of introducing idioms. And rest is history. Is there anything else, Miss Radhika, that you would like to say before we sign off?
Yes, of course. Once again, I would like to appreciate their participation. I wish them all the very luck, break the leg, and make sure you're doing very, very well in your journey throughout. All the very best. And it was great interacting with all of you. Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Shruti. It was great having
Absolutely.
you also.
Oh, thank you. Wish you all the best, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care.